first time really in this match that we saw those two Nightelf players ganging up on the Orc player, and this is what ends up costing him the game. He kind of spread himself thin with that last fight versus Nooblex, lost a lot of his army there, again, a lot of bats, and lost the majority of his base to just Orange. So now they're able to kind of gang up on him and finish and do a lot of damage to his base. Not finish him off, but really cripple him. Right now he's pretty much crippled, but he's not going to play like the crippled dog. Again, he just says sigh here. Nooblex fears that he's in danger of being finished off, and indeed he's pretty much close to it. He doesn't have an army at all. Looking at his food count, 27 food versus Dosland's 54 food. But still, he's got Orange on his side, and Nooblex, whatever he said, whatever was happened in the match to convince Orange to side with Nooblex on this, really ends up allowing Nooblex to win this in the game, because Orange is able to be enough of a thorn in Red's side to make core things happen. He's able to take out his base, force town portals at key moments in the game. And if we watch here on the, I forgot what time this actually happens. I'll slow it down when it happens. But we'll watch Orange actually is the one who put the final blow on to Dawson's base. We'll say that's Darkened Mirror. So he is trying to finish him off here at Nooblex's base in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. He's targeting Moonwells first. He doesn't want him winning. Nooblex has said GG, and both of the Nightelf players have said GG. It's over so many times. It's just drives you nuts to see it so much. But like I said, Dawson played really, really well, and he deserved a qualifier. This is a qualifier game, and because he ends up losing this, he's not going to be able to progress into the Free-for-All Masters League. So this ended up this was the game that caused him to stop, although it was a masterful game, and he's by far one of the best Orc Free-for-All players I've ever seen. And it actually makes me want to go out and look some more replays up. I've seen a few of them, other ones in the past. I generally watch a lot of the replays I watch on Free-for-All replays seem to have Nooblex featured in them, and he ends up winning a lot of the times. So, but Dawson, definitely a really talented Orc player, really good control, just good decisions, good player. So he's trying to finish off Dawson right now, and Orange comes in with all his army at the top of his base and just wipes the slate clean up top there, kills all the bestiaries, all of Red's production buildings. He's now 61 out of 40 food, lost a lot of his stuff. He says it right there, well, that sucks, because in letting Orange live there, he lost his entire base. Orange now has 98 out of 100 food. That's more than both Nooblex and Red at the moment. So the last place player, the player who was crippled down to just the last tree of life in the first quarter of the game, or the second quarter of the game, is now come back to have the highest food army and is going to win this. So now it's just a matter of kind of hit and run. You don't want to make any big fights. You lose your army now, you're pretty much dead, is what Red's thinking. So he's just going to go off and try to kill buildings, because at this point in the game, that's what it is. Who can get all the buildings destroyed and win the matches? Unfortunately, Nightelf is really good at being able to hide their buildings throughout the map. Whew, voice cracked a little bit there. I think I need another drink. Good old Mountain Dew. It's actually made out of some citrus or orange juice or something too. Mountain Dew. I'm telling you guys, drink it. They should pay me for advertising or something. So Orange is having a good fight here. Unfortunately, not that good, because Red has done an amazing job microing his Wyverns and ends up, even with 100 food army, drops his 100 food army down to 38 food. And Red he had like a 50 food army. So with 50 food army, he beat 100 food army and wins with micro. So control is obviously a huge part of Warcraft 3. That fight right there proves it. 100 food army versus a 50 food army, and the 50 food army won that. So army size isn't everything. It's obviously a lot of it has to do with control. Bigger army size obviously is more intimidating, but if you're playing against someone who knows what they're doing, that's nothing. So Orange says it again there, that he has really good micro. And more than that, I mean, he had mostly Chimeras at that point, and Chimeras can't attack air, so even though he had a bigger army, he was pretty much just food for Red there. So Nooblex is at a point now where he's just got to sit and solidify his army, and he isn't doing much. Let me see where he's at. He's kind of scouting the map and saying what he needs to do. Orange is taking out all of Red's burrows. Since he doesn't have a main base up right now, the whole entire map is exposed. I believe is how it works after a certain amount of time. I might have missed the count on it. I don't know if that's how it works in free-for-all, but that's how it works in 1v1s. Either way, there's enough scouting being done to where Orange was able to find out all of where Red's buildings are And that's what they're doing. So Orange is going around trying to finish off Red. You know Red doesn't have a lot of buildings left, and in fact he only has those 2 burrows left at the mercenary camp, and this is where Red's going to end up losing the game. And the game is totally in Orange's hands right now. If you take a look at the food size and army size, 100 gold left, 25 food. Orange is no way going to be coming back from this, whereas Nooblex has 700 food, slowly building. He's crippled a little bit as well, but it's coming down to the kind of the bitter end. There's not a lot of bigger armies here. And although Red has the bigger army, taking a look at his food count real quick, 42, which is bigger than Nooblex's and Orange's, he's going to lose this because all he's got left is that work burrow. He's going to try to make a final stand here and try to kill the kill the Pander and Brewmaster and the Demon Hunter. He does have Stomp and he does have Hex, but those 6-blade Demon Hunter was able to avoid that and kill off that building, and now those Torn Chieftain and the Shadow Hunter are just sitting there. And Nooblex is just stunned. He can't believe that the Orc player lost that. No peons around to be able to rebuild any buildings. And although he had a superior armory, there was nothing he could do to defend against that, and ends up losing this. Gets 3rd place in this match that he should have gotten 1st place in, and isn't able to progress in the final. So if you guys want to speed through it, you can. What ends up happening is a little bit of hit and run on the last remaining buildings, and after the Orange player loses his Demon Hunter at the end to one of Nooblex's little higher level heroes. He's got a level 10 Panda, or level 9 Panda and Brewmaster, level 8 Priestess Moon, level 7 Keeper. He ends up just leaving the game instead of, you don't have to wait for all the buildings to destroy. So that was the end of this game. Again, you guys can speed through it if you want. Hope you guys are enjoying the free-for-all audio commentaries. I try to take pretty careful notes and trying to break down the games so you guys can watch them. I know there's a lot of stuff that's going on, and they can be pretty intimidating to watch and to kind of understand what's happening. But they're very, very fun, and replays like this especially, when you get to see high-level heroes and high-level ultimates. I mean, it's something you don't get to see in the 1v1 games, and it's very entertaining. If not to want to watch you, or not to play it yourself, at least to watch the replays and be entertained by it and kind of support that game type in the Warcraft community, which I think is something that's kind of been highly underrated as of late. I guess it's got a big community already. I mean, FFA replays is huge, and there are a lot of people that are fans of the free-for-all game type, but I don't think really people put enough attention on it and focus on it. If you look at the overview here, unit score, hero score, and total score, Orange was on top of everything, but unfortunately the FML doesn't really take into consideration the score of the match to determine the winner. If the person lost all their buildings, then they lost the game. That's how it ends up winning. If it ends up being a tie kind of at the end, I think they do something with looking at the score. You guys can check out the rules for yourself, but they don't take the total score and the replay into consideration at all when it comes down to really deciding who the victor was. Maybe for 2nd and 3rd place, definitely not for 1st. So Dawson is getting 3rd place in this match, which, like I said, doesn't allow him to progress. Now, this replay is from a while back. Let me see if it says when it was submitted. I don't remember. Actually, this looks like from back in August of this year. So it's an older replay, but a really, really good replay, I think, to highlight free-for-alls and highlight the FML. These are the kind of matches you're going to see if you watch FML matches. I mean, really talented players. Just entertaining to watch, I guess. I've been getting some requests from people to do a free-for-all replay on where one of each race is played, like an Orc, a Nightelf, an Undead, and a Human. I haven't found one that is very entertaining or that was worth commentating on yet, but if you have one and you think it'd be making a good might be worth making a good commentary on, just send me a PM on the WCR forums. It's Systemshark is my username there, and you can send me a PM with the link to the replay, and I'll check it out and maybe do an audio commentary on it. A big thanks to Westgamer, who sent this to me on WCR, and to Nooblex for playing in the game and for giving some input, obviously, on having me do the audio commentary. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will give free-for-all replays a chance to watch them, and maybe give the free-for-all game type and ladder a chance to play it. I think you'll have fun with it, and you could try some very interesting strategies. Especially at the lower level play, you can really do some kooky things, and at the mid to high level play, you get to see those really cool ultimates. And even though there's typically some cookie cutter strategies, you can still innovate with it and have a lot of fun. And there's still a lot of room for the big pro gamer free-for-all guy to come up and really make his stamp on the community. Right now, I pretty much think that's Nooblex. But man, I really want to go watch some more of those Dawson replays. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Systemshark, and we'll see you next time.